Welcome to the Game Cave, where the adventure starts right here at the table. Today, we have a DIY project instead of a game. And that DIY project is this little box right here. We're going to turn this little thing into this little thing. That's right, the Mimic, the most fascinating creature in the D&D world, at least in my opinion. This little creature right here we've designed to hold dice. So you can take it with you wherever you go or display it on your shelf just like I'm doing here. So join me at the table and I will show you how I created this little gem of a box. So we got a box here that we purchased at the Hobby Lobby for I think roughly $3. Might have been 4, I don't remember. I drew a little picture of how I want this Mimic to look. Paying specifically attention to the mouth area and the eyes. I took off the hardware on the front face of the box so I could easily cut through with this Dremel tool here that I just basically formed the mouth with. A sand bit, I pretty much cut out the shape that I wanted for the mouth, and I did this on both sides, the top and the bottom. I did a little at a time here, just getting the basic shape of the mouth. Once I was satisfied, I really dug into the wood to make the mouth gape a little wider. Next, I drew out some eyes, shaped the eyes I wanted, and then I used and I have to admit, I used the wrong bit for this next part here. I drilled out the eyes. I didn't have my round carving bit, so I used a regular drill bit for this, which kind of screwed up a little bit. I notched out some of the wood from the front face and sides, giving it a little bit of a textured look there, a little worn out, a little maybe battle scars. Taking a file, I just pretty much did the same thing. A little bit of sandpaper there to sand her down, get the rough edges off. These little wood pieces here came from Hobby Lobby as well. I think these also cost like $3 for a big giant bag of these things, but there was these small ones in here. They're oval. Those look like teeth, so I went ahead and glued those in. Making sure there's plenty of room to close the box, making sure they don't obstruct any of the other teeth. I just made sure that the bottom also wasn't obstructed because I'm going to put some red felt down. A little bit of drips here from the glue from the teeth dripped down the bottom of the box. I wanted to make sure I remove these because this is where the red felt's going. I wanted it as smooth as possible. I then thought I wanted a little bit of a 3D texture here of some blood, so I went ahead and squirted some glue down the side, giving it the run look there, and I'll paint those red. Looks like blood spilling out from the mouth of this Mimic. So painting wise, I started with a little bit of a light gray. This is just basically light gray, and I'm going to cover the whole box with this here. This is going to be like my prime coat, pretty much all I'm doing here. I literally primed everything with this gray. ahead and started painting the whole thing with a light brown. So not getting fancy with our colors, I'm going to continue with the easiness of our colors. This is dark brown. I'm basically doing the sides of the box here a little darker brown to make it look like a different type of wood. Then I move right into the teeth, and I'm just basically painting these teeth white. These will be, we'll use a black wash and we'll darken these up a little bit, but for now we're just using white to paint all the teeth, including the bottoms and the insides. Moving right into the red, this is Fire Engine Red. We're just going to paint the drips of glue that I put down the side of it there to get the impression of blood coming out of its mouth. So I wasn't satisfied with the way the eyes were going to look with when I drilled it. So what I did was I took a page out of the special effects book with makeup. So this technique is used for latex and paper towels, but I went ahead and used wood glue and paper towels, soaked the paper towel in the glue, and then shaped the eyebrow the way I wanted it. I did this for both sides of the eye. So you do want to press these down quite firmly when you are applying these to make sure it adheres to the wood. And in fact, if you want, scrape a little bit of the paint and wood away to give it a little something to grab a hold to. Also, when you do this, as you can see here, I am basically smoothing out the edges to make it blend into the wood, so it has the appearance of it actually forming out of the wood. Keep in mind that I had already painted this when I decided to do this little project here, but so I had to repaint. But before I did that, I basically used the same little oval-shaped wooden dowels that I purchased from Hobby Lobby as eyeballs, and just glued them right into place. Pretty much just redid everything I did with the eyes. I just didn't like the way it looked, so. I just used a lot of glue, put it down inside there, and voila. And I repainted the top part, the eyebrows with that light brown, covered up some of the eyes. And then I'm going to paint the white portions of the eyes right now, trying to make them round, as round as I can get them anyway. And again, it's just straight white. And for some reason, I decided to highlight some spots, even though I knew I had to go back through there and repaint. Could have just clipped this out, but you know what? Mistakes are mistakes. So I continued the process of painting here with a dry brush, and it's that brown that we use for the side portion of the Mimic. Again, this is just a dry brush. I just filling in some of the gaps and some of the spaces that I missed on the first pass. And once all that dried, I went ahead and tried to color blend in some of the eyebrows to make it look like it's part of the wood there again, leaving the darker spots in the dark spots. I also went through and put some darker spots within the eyebrows there, so that way when that wash came through, it was real dark. Here I'm adding some green. This is just basic green. It's a lighter green. I can't remember the name of the color of the green, but I'm using it for the eyeballs. Next few clips are just touching up areas that I felt just didn't match, didn't blend, whatever. So I just basically went through and repainted some areas, redid the eyes, put some black streaks through the eyes, touched up a little bit more of the blood, put some blood on the inside as well. Steps I did was I highlighted it with a little bit of white there. I got a little too heavy with it, but it turned out all right after I used some black wash on it. I also wiped some of it off with a paper towel, my finger. Then after this dried, I actually went and sprayed this with some lacquer to give it a nice little shine. Once everything dried, I then got to my red felt. Again, purchased this at the hobby store. It just has an adhesive back to it. I just measured the inside of the box, cut it to shape, and then I placed it into the bottom of the box. It gives it so the dice in the box don't rattle around a lot. I guess it's just a personal preference for this type of build that I did here. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a like below. Don't forget to subscribe if you have ideas for DIY projects. Also, link those down, or actually write those down in the comments down below. Also, if you want to support our channel, go to Patreon and look us up. Right there down below is a link. Until next time, adventurers, keep adventuring.